These are the most emotional moments in golf history. First, an emotional moment that shook the golfing world happened on April 14, 2019. The 2019 Masters seemed like any other tournament until Tiger Woods showed us all why he's considered one of the greatest golfers of all time. Over a decade, Tiger had faced numerous challenges, from personal scandals to debilitating injuries that left many doubting if he could ever return to his former glory. But Tiger, with his indomitable spirit, was determined to make a comeback. As the tournament progressed, Tiger's performance was nothing short of miraculous. He showed glimpses of his old self, navigating Augusta National with precision and poise. Then, on the final day, Tiger pulled off a series of shots that will forever be etched in golfing history. When he sank that final putt on the 18th green, the roar of the crowd was deafening. Tiger Woods had done the unthinkable. He had won the Masters. Tears streamed down his face as he hugged his children, a moment of redemption and triumph. But not all emotional moments in golf are about comebacks. Some are about the unbreakable bond between father and son. In 1999, Payne Stewart won the U.S. Open in dramatic fashion, sinking a 15-foot par putt on the 18th hole at Pinehurst No. 2. It was a victory that defined his career, but what made it truly emotional was what happened next. Payne, known for his flamboyant outfits and infectious smile, rushed to embrace his family. In that moment of celebration, he also showed tremendous sportsmanship, comforting his opponent Phil Mickelson, who had just become a father for the first time. Tragically, Payne Stewart's life was cut short just 4 months later in a plane crash. But his legacy, and that emotional U.S. Open victory, live on in the hearts of golf fans everywhere. Emotions in golf aren't always about victory or loss. Sometimes they're about the sheer love of the game. When Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear, played his final Masters in 2005, the golfing world watched with bated breath. Jack, a 6-time Masters champion, was not just playing another round, he was saying goodbye to a place that had defined his career. On the 9th hole, Jack sank a birdie putt that brought the gallery to their feet. He tipped his cap, acknowledging the applause and the outpouring of love from the fans. It was a poignant moment, as one of the greatest golfers of all time took his final bow at Augusta National. Another moment that touched the hearts of many was Ben Hogan's comeback in the 1950 U.S. Open at Merion. After surviving a near-fatal car accident in 1949, where doctors doubted he would ever walk again, let alone play golf, Hogan's determination was awe-inspiring. He walked with a limp, but his swing was as precise as ever. The tournament culminated in an 18-hole playoff against Lloyd Mangrum and George Fazio, where Hogan's legendary one-iron shot on the 72nd hole set up his victory. It wasn't just a win, it was a testament to human resilience and spirit. Golf has seen its share of tragic moments as well. One such moment was the 1991 Ryder Cup, known as the War on the Shore. The competition between the United States and Europe was intense, but the most emotional moment came when Bernard Gallagher, Europe's non-playing captain, had to deliver heartbreaking news to the team. Seve Ballesteros, Europe's star player, had been battling a brain tumor. Gallagher informed the team that Seve's condition had worsened. The news hit everyone hard, but they decided to play on in his honor. The European team fought valiantly, but the Americans won by the narrowest of margins. After the match, both teams gathered in a moment of silence for Sev. It was a reminder that some things are bigger than golf, and that camaraderie and respect transcend competition. Not all emotional moments are about sadness or triumph. Sometimes they're about witnessing the impossible. At the 2012 British Open, Ernie Els achieved one of the most unexpected victories in golf history. Adam Scott had a 4-shot lead with 4 holes to play. It seemed like he had the championship in the bag. But golf is unpredictable. Scott bogeyed each of the last 4 holes, allowing Els to clinch the title with a clutch birdie on the 18th. Els, who had been struggling with his game and doubting his abilities, was overwhelmed with emotion. He had won his first major in a decade. In golf, emotional moments also come from the bond between player and caddy. A powerful example of this is the relationship between Phil Mickelson and his longtime caddy Jim Bones McKay. Their partnership spanned 25 years and saw many highs and lows. One of their most emotional moments came at the 2004 Masters. Phil, known for his near misses in majors, was in contention once again. As he approached the 18th hole, needing a birdie to win, the tension was palpable. Phil sunk the putt, finally breaking through to win his first major. The embrace between him and Bones was a moment of pure joy and relief, a culmination of years of hard work and perseverance. Golf can also bring out emotions in the most unlikely moments. At the 1995 British Open, John Daly, known for his wild lifestyle and powerful drives, found himself in a playoff against Constantino Rocca. Rocca had just made an incredible 60-foot putt on the 18th to force the playoff. Daly, who had been battling personal demons and a slump in his career, dug deep to win the playoff. As he lifted the claret jug, tears flowed freely. Sometimes, the most emotional moments in golf aren't about the professionals. They're about the game's ability to inspire and uplift ordinary people. One such story is that of Maurice Flitcroft, a crane operator from England who, in 1976, managed to enter the British Open despite never having played a round of golf in his life. Maurice's score was the worst in the history of the tournament, but his story captured the hearts of golf fans worldwide. He became a symbol of the dreamer in all of us, someone who dared to chase a seemingly impossible dream. Years later, Maurice was invited back to the British Open as a guest of honor. The ovation he received from the crowd was overwhelming. Golf is a sport that, at its best, showcases the human spirit's resilience, passion, and love. It's not just about winning or losing, it's about the journey, the struggles, and the moments that make it all worthwhile. One of the most heartwarming stories in golf is that of Tom Watson at the 2009 Open Championship. At 59 years old, Watson was well past his prime, but he turned back the clock with a performance that defied belief. As he walked up the 18th fairway at Turnberry, leading the tournament, the crowd erupted in applause. It seemed like a fairy tale ending was in sight. Unfortunately, Watson missed the crucial putt that would have given him the win, and he eventually lost in a playoff to Stewart Cink. Despite the heartbreaking finish, Watson's incredible run was celebrated as one of the greatest moments in golf history. His grace and humility in defeat were inspirational. Another emotional moment came from the story of Jarrod Lyle, an Australian golfer who battled leukemia multiple times. Despite his illness, Lyle never gave up on his dream of playing professional golf. In 2012, after his second battle with leukemia, Lyle made an emotional return to the PGA Tour. He received a standing ovation as he walked onto the course. Then, in a moment that will forever be etched in the minds of golf fans, Lyle made a hole-in-one at the 16th hole of the Waste Management Phoenix Open. The crowd went wild and Lyle was overcome with emotion. Tears streamed down his face as he hugged his caddy and waved to the cheering fans. Tragically, Lyle passed away in 2018 after his third battle with leukemia, but his legacy of courage and perseverance lives on. Golf can also bring about emotional moments through acts of sportsmanship and kindness. In 2014, Rory McIlroy was dominating the field at the PGA Championship when he hit a poor shot that landed in a spectator's pocket. Instead of taking advantage of the situation, Rory walked over, retrieved the ball, and offered the spectator a signed glove as an apology. This small act of kindness resonated with fans and reminded everyone of the sportsmanship that defines golf. One of the most emotional moments in recent golf history involved Sergio Garcia. Known for his near misses and frustrations in major championships, Sergio finally broke through at the 2017 Masters. After a thrilling playoff against Justin Rose, Sergio sank the winning putt and fell to his knees in tears. The journey to that moment had been long and arduous, filled with doubts and disappointments. But in that moment, all the struggles were worth it. Golf, with its highs and lows, triumphs and defeats, has given us countless moments that touch our hearts. It's a sport that mirrors life, showing us that no matter how tough the journey, there's always a chance for redemption and glory. As we look back on these emotional moments, we are reminded of why we love the game of golf. It's not just about the scores or the trophies, it's about the stories, the people, and the emotions that make it truly special. Whether it's a triumphant comeback, a heartbreaking loss, or a simple act of kindness, golf continues to inspire and move us in ways that go beyond the game itself.